Hi, my name is Sam Cataract. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of comedy real quick to show you that some people can be funny. Alright, let's start off. Here we go. Kinda hate it when it's cold outside. I always go out a man and come back in a woman. It's not so funny when you're trying to fuck yourself. It's even harder to explain when someone tries to catch you. They're like, what are you doing? I'm trying to fuck myself twice, man. Some privacy? Yeah, I was kind of glad I never got caught masturbating when I was a kid. Yeah, that would have been kind of horrible. I always got caught when I was sneaking out my window smoking. I'd always come back and the window would be shut. I swear to God, they had to be sitting at my door listening. He just got finished. I just went outside for a cigarette. Just close this window. The door was always fucking locked, so I had to do what anybody would do in that situation. Run away. And I always went to my best friend Todd's house. You know, we did a lot of crazy things whenever I was running away. One time we stole a Swanson's van. He told me, listen out for any noise. So I was, as we was driving through a fence. Yeah. And we only stopped because we heard a car go thud as we was driving past him. And he tells me get out and check. So I was like, okay. I get out and look behind. Hey bud, we're dragging a fence. I can go back and get my clippers. Probably not, buddy. Let's just go ahead and get the boxes out and go. So we get in the boxes out, we're taking off running. We can already see the blue lights behind us. Yeah, the police already there. And we're jumping across the sewage line. Well, I did. Todd fell in face first. Came up with shit coming out of his mouth. Ugh, it was horrible. I was trying to help him up, but I didn't want to touch him. What would you do? But we get back to the RV I was staying in. He comes trying to walk right in. I was like, what the fuck, buddy? No! So I did the garden hose and just started spraying him down. And he's like, you're drowning me. But what the fuck was I supposed to do? It was all over his face. So, yeah, we went to school together too. I had some good times. Some bad times too. Got in trouble a lot. We was in gym class and gym teacher asked me, how come you never dress out like everybody else and me? I answered straight up honestly, because I'm not a queer like you are. And yeah, I wasn't allowed back in gym class next semester, so I had to find something different to do. There was a couple of times that we would skip class together, me and Todd, once with some girls. We went inside the bathroom and we had our fun, like anybody would. And then of course it was time to go to lunch, and the girls went out and said that they would make sure that we wouldn't get caught. And so they go out and they don't come back in, and Todd's standing by the mirror, and then this cheerleader comes in and she's looking all shocked. What are you doing in here? I run out and grab Todd's hand and I say, running! And we took off running. So we went to lunch, and the principal walks up to us and says, both of you need to come to my office now. Of course both of us thought it had to do with, you know, being in the bathroom and the cheerleader catching us. So we go ahead and go to the principal's office awaiting that this might happen. And he's looking at his little logbook, and it turns out it wasn't that at all. He was like, you guys haven't been to fourth period all year. And both of us at the same time was like, there's a fourth period? He looks at us shocked and says, did you guys think there wasn't a math class? I was like, yeah, I thought they was giving us a break this year, man. So he actually let us off on that one, which was great news for us. He told us to follow our friend that actually went to the same class, so we did. But we didn't always go to class still. We still skipped. And one time we skipped and I went into the bathroom and I was standing on top of this toilet seat and he was standing in there with me. And this teacher comes in, he's using the bathroom, and Todd's sitting there making grunting and shitting noises. And I'm trying not to laugh as this teacher's sitting there, walking over the sink, washing his hands, dries his hands, walks right over and opens the door because Todd didn't lock the fucking door. How about that? He sees me standing on the toilet, doesn't even see Todd. What are you doing up there? My doctor said I had to piss like this. And then Todd comes stepping out. He sees Todd. He's like, what are you doing in here? Todd's like, oh, I was at the doctor with him and he said I had to help. So, yeah. That guy told us to go to the office and we were walking out. And I look at Todd and it's like, are we going to the office, really? And he's like, no. So we went ahead and just went to lunch, and that's just the way it was. We had a lot of good times and stuff, and we're still friends nowadays. We come up with nicknames. My name, being Jaden, his name being Robin the Hood. He's actually here with me tonight. He's outside checking your cars for my tips.